Upbeat song. Yeah.
Hip hop, bro. Old school hip hop, man.
There was no hip hop when I was old. Younger, I mean. There is now that I'm old. And if you find a memory, let me know. I'll have one. Crazy.
Watching this Jet game at the same time here. Gotta tie it up here. Come on.
Did you watch football on the weekend?
Oh yeah. I watched football all day, Sunday.
A couple of close ones, eh?
Yeah, stupid Buffalo. Buffalo should have. Kansas City just has their number, man. Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? Just loaded up here. Monday, January 22. Jets in tough against the Bruins. They were spanking them for a bit there, but I think they're gonna tie it up here.
They'll tie it up. They'll tie it up. So it's good. Man.
Go Jets, go.
Crap all over my desk. Did you go out yesterday?
Fishing?
Yeah, I heard you were supposed to go out yesterday.
Not me, bro. Santos is still fishing. He's still on the lake, I think. Wherever he's at there. What's going on, Big Sky? Flies.
He only caught one fish yesterday, he said.
That was it? Yeah, Justin said it was slow, actually.
I think the bite towards the night's a little bit better.
He said
that last half an hour is probably way better.
Cool. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on this Jet game. Don't mind me if I ignore you, bro. Just talk amongst yourselves. These Jets are gonna catch up here, man. Going to overtime in this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jet, Bruce is in the house. Santos quit.
Yeah. You find out why he's not on today or what?
I have no clue. You know that guy. Oh, something came up. That's the fishing. We're gonna get into the fishing report there, Captain Kirk. We're gonna talk about that too. We'll talk a little bit about. We had a couple questions last week. Maybe holding the icebreaker on a different lake. What's your thought about that? Someone had a question about 8-inch versus 10-inch joggers, and we got a bunch of stuff. Whatever's been going on this week in the world of fishing. It's another episode of the Casting Podcast, and numbers on the lake have dropped. Shut the hell up. We'll talk about that. That's Junior's take on it. We'll get into the intro.
There's lots of fish in the lake.
No, where's he going? He's going back there. Boston Bruins are on a power play. Great. But the Jets have been killing it off, though, here. Anyway, Evening, Randy.
Evening, Randy.
Massapequa Gangsters. I like it. He's still waiting for it to come out. Can finally kill it while I'm driving through Iowa. Holy, Reesmeyer's down through corn country. What's going on, brother?
Jesus.
What the heck you doing down there, bro? No ice, I bet you.
What end of the world are you at, Murray Hoy?
Hot fishing weather. It's supposed to warm up here coming up in Manitoba.
It's supposed to be like +1 on Sunday.
I'm going to go plug in my sump pump again coming up, apparently, man. It's just crazy stuff. Not that I'm complaining, I guess. Any newbies out there, you watch. You're going to is it still safe to go ice fishing and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, man. I thought you were going to talk about that video that hit the ice fishing Manitoba.
Which one was that?
4 guys that were newbies ice fishing. 2 of them were doing the auger, and they didn't even clean the hole. They just kept going right down. They wanted some tips. One guy's wearing freaking dress shoes, for Christ's sake. But you know what? Actually, everybody's pretty good. They didn't beat him up. They just gave him some tips. So.
I tell you, man. If you guys follow a lot of other pages, we're Manitoba-centric here, of course. We're headquartered in Winnipeg, but I'm like on the Sudbury Regional Fishing Board, Lake Simcoe, Ice Fishing Minnesota. I mean, there's endless boards out there, and it's just all the same, man. Same stuff, man. You throw something up on Facebook, someone will disagree.
Oh, there goes. He's frozen.
Even 3 get all the same types of comments. And it's good for entertainment, I guess, there. But
I
Don't
guess
get your
so.
feelings hurt. That's for sure. Don't get your feelings hurt on there.
It's just
I'll-
comments, man.
I'll burn you. Put something up there. It's my first time with a permie. First time owning an electric auger. Puts it up on Ice Fishing Manitoba. I'm sure a lot of you saw that there. And I left it out overnight in my shack, and it went back the next day, and nothing, not even a light. So I had to warm it up on the heater vent of the truck there, and it was good to go after. So little PSA, just don't leave your batteries out in the cold. And of course, you got 80 comments. Well, no, duh, Einstein.
The best ones are the guys that say, "Oh, you should have bought a black and red, or should have been a strike master." And I'm like, it doesn't matter what battery you got on there. You leave it out in the cold all night, it's gonna be frozen. It's not gonna work.
Oh, there's lots of that. It's a lithium-ion battery, so it doesn't like the cold. But like my Ion Alpha, I leave it sitting on the ice. Remember, I've experimented with yours. You told me that it gets wonky at 2 lights.
Yeah,
Which might be a battery that's starting to fail. But I left that when it was like minus 37 a couple of weeks ago. Left it lying there. 1 hour goes by, tried again. Another hour goes by, just leaving it in the wind, actually, not even blocked by the truck or nothing. And it kept drilling holes. It wouldn't run down, man. So I don't know.
well, my 6 amp for my G2 works good like that. Like I can leave it on there in the cold. It's good to go.
I think it's more to do with like each battery.
I
Each
think,
battery
yeah.
has its own personality, you know what I mean? Or if it's been frozen a few times, it's going to get wonky on you. You know, I mean, there's 3-year warranty on these things, but you should take care of them too.
It's kind of like me. Oh, wonky.
Needs its coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee, bro.
Well, I got to order a battery anyway, so I dropped my auger and broke my battery. Uh-oh.
It's 3-1 now with 5 minutes left.
Kind of figured that because Andrew threw that up.
Fuck. I glanced at it on my phone and yeah, oh, there it is. There it is. We allowed a goal. 3 goals for the first time in like 13 games. Anyway, I have a brand new battery that cuts out at 2 clicks. Yeah, I don't know. That's some are like that, and some are like bulletproof, where it's just out there. People leave them in their truck, go back the next morning.
And it's funny, right? Because they got these little computer boards in there, so who knows what's going on in there.
They're smart, or they're supposed to be smart. They got that battery maintenance in them all these lithium ions and stuff like that. So I mean, that's why there's warranty on these things, 3-year warranty. So we didn't do too bad yesterday. 6 keepers, 2 overs, lots of lookers that swam away. Justin says.
Yeah, but that's Justin. Santos caught 1 fish yesterday. 1.
He caught 1 last time we went out too.
He's a one-hit wonder. Look out, Jess.
Justin, that's my brother-in-law, by the way. He was out fishing with that's a fan of the show, in front of the show from Saskatoon, and I think his personal best was a 23 ever. Did he beat that, Justin? I don't think he beat it though. I think he dropped it a couple times, but you can beat a 23 at any given time. No, I mean you think this year you can almost guarantee you'll beat a 23. No,
24 is like lots of 23s to 26s.
Why are they pushing EV so much? Speaking of that, did you see this electric thingy? Since he brought it up there, Layden brought it up. Check this out. In or out, Michael? In or out on that one?
I'm in. That'd be fun.
Like, that's cool as heck, man.
You know why? Because if I'm anywhere near the damn river and they're pissing me off, I can cut across the river, go to the next road.
Imagine at Selkirk Park, all the shenanigans going on, and you just drive up and like right out, man. Get out of the way. I'm coming out.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's still like in Kickstarter mode or something like that. It's probably just a prototype or something.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder when that hits the market, because that'd be wild. I like just driving that down the street would be so cool. Oh man, stupid Jess! I gotta turn this off. Power play sucks. Power play sucks. Balls. We are missing Shifley and Velarde though. But
I thought you said you were turning it off. You're still.
I was. I'm just looking at it. We're going to talk a little about today. Rick Gergatz had a good post on Lake Winnipeg Report on Facebook. If you're not following that, you should. About on vehicles and four-wheel driving out there and stuff like that, and more specifically the StabiliTrak and traction control. A lot of people know this. We'll talk about that in a second. I just wanted to clean up some loose ends from last week. Someone asked Mike, 8-inch or 10-inch holes. What's
10.
your preference, bros?
10.
I like them smaller, but 10-inch hole, eh?
Yeah, I'll take a 10. I'm not touching that last comment, but yeah, 10.
So when I started out, it was those hand augers. What brand is that? Nor something, whatever.
Norseman or something like that.
Whatever. Not Norris. That's a battery brand, but yeah, CDP Nation will tell us what those things are called again. They still sell those things, but that was a 6-inch.
Yeah.
When you think about it now, fishing through a 6-inch hole. Holy jeez, man! It just seems like, because I pulled it out the other day. I just pulled it out. A buddy is flooding his retention pond in his backyard, and I went to go pull out the old hand auger for it, and geez, that's like it's like that. Like, I don't know. I like 8-inch holes because it can do a lot more. And some people think, like, how come I only get like whatever? I only did a dozen holes, and how come this thing's like done now or whatever? Like, it goes up exponentially with every inch.
Yeah, it does.
Like 8 to 10 doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a gigantic difference there in using up juice and all that kind of stuff. So 8-inch hole for me, when I started losing all those fish last year, 10. It didn't help though, man. I still bump fish.
If I fish outside, I prefer 10, right? That way when it freezes up, it's not, you're gonna end up with an 8.
Then you're down to an 8 or it anyway.
Yeah. But if you're inside one of the shelters or something, I would probably use an 8.
Yeah. That's the pros and cons to it. It's not like it's just like Justin is watching right now, and he was a big believer in his gas 10-inch Eskimo Mako. And the thing is heavy as hell, man. But he's like, I got to fish out of these big holes. Meanwhile, we got like the same size foot. Like I've had booters, right? You have to consider that too as well. Fishing with kids and stuff, or if your feet, anything like a size 8, 9 down, will fit cleanly on a 10-inch, man. So that's something to consider too. You're running and gunning, you got to go 8 though. I don't know.
If you're running and gunning, it's 8. If you finally figure out a place to just sit and hang out, a 10.
Like right now, when it's like 22, 24 inches of ice, you get to 4 feet of ice, man. Drilling a 10-inch hole, I do 3 or 4, and that's it, man. I get back to swapping the flights to an 8 because that's too much. Empty net. At least put one back by this guy, you pieces of shit. Oh, empty net now. Oh, Lylanta. Anyway, turning it off.
You can turn it off now.
I can't even look at that no more.
Jeez.
It's okay. They're still good. Boston's a tough team in Boston, and we beat them in Boston last time. But it's just not a matter of like, I was talking with someone today out in Edmonton who wants a 10-inch flight. And yeah, it's cool to have or whatever, especially doing tip-ups. We do it, late ice. For tip-ups, definitely 10 inches is a big advantage to be doing that and stuff. But there's pros and cons. It's not just a simple, I'm going to go 8, I'm going to go 10 today. There's pros and cons to it all.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to choose one auger over the other, it'd be a 10.
Yeah. 8 for me, bro. I guess it's a preference. Ryan Englot out in Saskatchewan. Over there on the Rafferty, 8-inch for running and gunning, 10-inch for Day Scout Castle. Yeah, bro.
Using the live imaging, you pretty much need a 10-inch hole for crying out loud to get the transducers out.
I was going to ask you about that. Did he fit clean on an 8?
So with the Lowrance, I had to make my own bracket so I can put it directly under the pole. Because if I left a little arm that was on there, it would always get caught in the hole on the 8s. So
10, Justin's all over the 10. Yeah, I guess for that live technology stuff. 8-inch for me a little easier. Late season getting older, much lighter for the old back. Weight, that's another one right there. These electrics are light, but you go way considerably lighter with an 8. I mean, it adds 4 pounds, I would say. Yeah, these new Eskimo E40s, the new E40s right there. Speaking of augers, we're talking augers. The 8-inch version is the lightest on the market for a full 40-volt auger. 13 pounds. You're looking at 10-inch goes up considerably. It's like 17 for the 10-inch version composite.
Realistically, it's not that bad.
No, I mean, shit, 17 pounds. My Jiffy Model 30 was what?
Like 30 pounds, for Christ's sakes.
Not more, man. I've been curious, but the extension and everything. Tyler, I'll call it an 8, but it's really a 7.5. Oh, you go always round up, bro. Round up every time. 10-inch for Lakers, Rick said. Okay, yeah. Hate bumping dice and losing a tank. I know, but I switched last year. Remember, I was having trouble. I was in my head and everything, and I was bumping them on 10s too. I think it's technique. Less boost on when you're scrambling with it.
Just the way they hit when they hit the bottom of the hole.
In a tournament situation, a lot of times in tournament, you're running and gunning a bit more than you would, I think, recreationally fishing. So I'd say 8, but me and Nash were in tournament. I was doing 10 because I was bumping off so many, right? If you're in the right area, if you don't foresee yourself running gunning too much, but if you're going to drill a whole pile of holes, never mind. It's like, what about this forward-facing aspect? Like you watch it. Look at Aaron's video last time. He just went outside. You see it, right? He goes outside the shack. Guy tells him, drills it. Like you could do that now, but you need an auger to drill a shit ton of them, and 10-inch is just too much work for me.
10 is a lot of work once we start to get thicker ice. But it's not so bad, right? Because now they're not ripping out of your hand. Like before, if you had the gas auger with a 10, you're constantly fighting it because they want it to bite. So it's always twisting your upper body. At least now with the electrics, they're not as bad, right?
Those old Ripper blades were good back in the day on the gas. Yeah. Ripper blades, just chunk size flying all over the place. You have to wear goggles to drill holes, man. Dave Thomas, what's going on, brother? Deep freeze, the 10-inch saves you from having to chisel to keep the holes open wide enough for big fish. Yeah, man. Yeah. The chiseling aspect. One thing too with your deucers and whatnot, especially in deep cold, although we're going to get warmer again, is to keep that deucer wire free from ice.
Yeah.
Like
how many times have you froze a deucer wire in there?
Only once. And then I started
chipping away. You cut it, and he's frozen, just like he's
trying to chop it out with my metal scoop. I had it clean, actually. The wire went right down and it was gone. And that was that. And I was like, don't do that again. How many white bass? No white bass. There was a rare catch caught, brother. We're going to send the appeal in on that one. There's a rare catch caught this week by a young fella. What's up, Andre? 10-inch for big pike, Laker. Other than that, 8. Gotcha, brother. Yeah, so it's there's pros and cons to it and different applications for it.
Frozen in an 8-inch hole.
Forward-facing 10, eh? And that's where it sucks, where you're starting to have to drill a second hole beside and chipping, and that's where your equipment starts to.
Yeah, I don't know. With the forward imaging, I'd prefer a 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. Bring everything, get them all. The Eskimo is a clone, not quite a clone, bro. It's same, little bit different design, almost an Alpha 2, almost you would call it.
No, I think the gearing and stuff is different in the Eskimo.
It is though, yeah. It's less power. It's I wouldn't say underpowered, but it's less power. Makes it lighter.
I don't know. I haven't used
company for sure.
I haven't used the one because Santos uses it for his one fish every excursion.
Which one? The E40?
Yeah.
Well, we should have that 10-inch. Let's go pick up that 10-inch one. And I'll take back the Alpha, the Compo. Bison. What's going on, Blake? What's happening? We were just talking 8-inch or 10-inch hole. Another one from last week was we just had the icebreaker, of course, and Q2 is coming up on February 4 out of Warner Road.
Yeah.
We've got 29 teams in that premier sticks in central Canada and the upper Midwest competing for Lake Winnipeg greenback supremacy. The thought was there about holding it on some different lakes, different bodies of water, Mike.
Well, I think first year you kind of want to get all the bugs worked out of it, right? And then you just got to find some lakes where you know that it's gonna be pretty good, competitive, a lot of fish. So, I mean, we wanted to try the Red River, and we couldn't because of the rain that they had down south.
we tried to do like I took just limited. This tour is launched out of End Domain before, but you could fish the river you want, but most would go to the lake. But we were going to close it off, boundary and everything until all this unsafe ice started to happen or the threat of it. But holding out, like say Lake Manitoba or something like that, somewhere else, that's interesting, don't know? Like that would really
be interesting.
Change it up.
Yeah,
like,
it would really change it up.
This is where applying all your. I always say this: everyone's a pro on Lake Winnipeg, man. Like, come on, you go out there and everyone can have a great day out there at any given time. But to apply your ice fishing, everything that you learned and want to try and all these different techniques and lures that you buy, to apply that on a different lake that you don't usually fish, or even one that you don't fish at all. If you just threw some random lake in the White Shell, for example, that would be cool to see that kind of competition, see how people break down that water and who does good that weekend. No,
it would be good. I mean, eventually it'd be something to look at.
But there has to be fish, though. You did in the White Shell right now. What's your guess? I would say freaking out of the 2019, 27 would be skunk.
Yeah, it depends where you go in the White Shell. I mean, okay, let's take Lactabani to catch walleyes in Lactabani in the wintertime. Holy Christ.
It's just nowhere, man. You go
That's
Falcon Lake.
One, man.
There's a million fish in Falcon Lake. To catch them in the wintertime, you're not going to, like, that's a tight tournament already.
Yeah,
don't leave the lake.
I mean, holding it on Lake Winnipeg is probably the best. Lake Manitoba would be next, but Lake Manitoba is like early morning and then late afternoon. That's it.
That's all it is, man. Sun up, sun down. I mean, you can
10 o'clock. It's okay, and then after that, it's like crickets. So,
really is, man. It really is.
I mean, for an angler, it becomes frustrating. And then if you're actually watching it live,
need action.
It's boring as shit.
That's the thing, though. I need action. Hecla's an option. A lot of nets up there, though, and stuff. Maybe when they get their quotas and stuff like that, maybe the nets are out of the way.
Yeah.
Possible.
Hecla,
Pelican
Gimli.
Lake would be cool.
Gimli's another one.
People have been messaging me about Last Mountain out in Saskatchewan, do an event out there, or even a whole series. They want to do a whole series out there because they're seeing some cool stuff out here. But something to talk about for sure. Something to talk about. Just want to show Nash here. Nash was featured on Eskimo's Instagram the other day. This is him at Lockport there fishing, man. But he loves modeling, man. Sit on that bucket, Nash. This will be a good shot. All right.
Gee, I wonder who else loves modeling.
Who loves modeling?
You.
Never met a camera or a microphone I did not like. Lake of the Prairies. I would say Lake of the Prairies before Lake Manitoba myself.
Lake of the
do
Prairies?
One of these kinds of events.
Yeah.
Because there would be fish. Nice call, Benjamin Mark. Yeah, man.
You'd also like to be able to get the anglers a little bit of a cut rate on hotel rooms to go all the way.
Yeah, but if you're just holding one in that area, whoever goes, like an open, like I'm talking like an open, not the Elite Series. But if you were to hold open events around places, whoever wants to join it, I think Lake of the Prairies would have some traction. I think
it's got a lot of walleyes there.
Oh yeah, man, you'd do pretty good out there. I would say.
I think so.
Speaking of competitions, there already are a bunch of derbies. Derbies, though, not tournaments. There is a difference, but this one's coming up quick. Pelican Lake Fishing Derby's first annual.
This will be good.
This is the first one for these guys. Pelican Lake.
That'll be good.
That's a prize. Yeah, that's cool. $50 entry per team. Per team. How's that work?
Per team.
Interesting. Anyway, if you got questions, just I have right now, call those numbers there or text them or on Facebook. Get some info. Per team.
I wonder if it's 2 people per team or.
Per team's an interesting aspect. I'm not sure how that works for a derby, but that's curious. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. February
18, Camp Arnis, family ice fishing derby. This is on Monday. A Monday derby, Mike.
That's
it's Louis Riel Day.
That's the day. That's a holiday they made because there wasn't one then.
Gotcha. Long weekend in February.
Yeah. So
okay, I was wondering about that Monday. Eh? Okay, cool. There you go. More info to follow. I think this is the first for this one too at Camp Arnis.
Yeah, I think that's the first.
This is on Lake Winnipeg. This is north of Gimli.
Yeah,
where that would be. So
15 minutes north of Gimli or something like that.
Cool. So Pelican Lake is an adult child team event. Got you. Okay. Maybe me and Nash will have to go. And it's free fishing day. Come on out.
There you
Run a
go.
derby in Nopaming, like Booster Lake. Holy smokes! Just to get up there would be tough, man. Up in Nopaming wilderness, gravel
Yeah,
road.
no, I don't think so.
This is another Pelican Lake one. This is on March 9. We got time yet, but just putting it out there. The Healthy Lake. It's a free youth ice fishing derby. It's for the youth. It's all about the kids. And speaking about all about the kids, Kid Fish is coming up, Mike. Quick, fast.
Yeah, it's not too far away.
February 18th. So meetings have been going on with that. There's another meeting tomorrow. I have been put in charge again of the Studley hole drillers. So in years past, I think the past 5 derbies now, we've had a team of Studley gentlemen, few ladies drilling holes for competitors to come out. It's a lot of families and stuff and beginners. Some people, this is the only time they ice fish all year. Don't even have to bring an auger. We'll drill holes for you. We'll help you set up your tents and stuff like get all set up for the derby. But a new aspect of the team this year, if you're interested in volunteering, is with all these new rules in Manitoba, little sauger, little walleye under 35 centimeters can't be brought to the tent. Of course, you can't be possessed. And then anything over 55 centimeters can't be anymore either. So instead of saying those fish don't count, we're going to have teams on the grid there measuring right on the spot and then putting them back down the hole so it doesn't count as possession. Just like other derbies do, you call someone over kind of thing. We'll have judge rulers and stuff. And everything else, of course, can still go to the tent. But the ones that aren't legally allowed to be carried away from the hole, we'll measure them. So if anyone's interested in helping out, contact me. I got to fill out this team. You'll need about a couple dozen people again. So I have a handful already ready to go. You available, Mike?
I was going to say how many people you got.
Mike conveniently runs out of internet when it's time to volunteer or something. He'll be, oh, there he is. You're good?
My internet. It's your internet that's cutting out.
Is my internet? Will you pause? Your tongue was stuck out when you...
you froze 3 times, for Christ's sakes.
Well, shit. I turned off the hockey game. Maybe I can go back on my phone thing again.
Who knows? We'll just blame it on whatever.
I'd like to volunteer. Well, there you go, Brandon. I got one.
Okay, what were you asking me?
I was asking, are you available that weekend?
I guess so, as long as all of a sudden Sam doesn't get a hold of me to measure fish again.
Well, we got to make that fish live release shape thingy again or whatever.
I'll find out from Sam if she needs me to measure fish. If not, then yeah, I'll do it.
They still need measures, that's for sure. They still have the tent. But yeah, that's February 18th. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Wayne's watching.
What's that, kids fish?
Yeah, kid fish.
It's right here. It's right here.
Big event. No poster for it yet. They got a website though. Buy tickets.
Yeah, it's February 18th.
Kevin Lowen will be there. But yeah, reach out if you can help out, be on the auger team. But this time the auger team, we're not going to set you loose when the derby starts. I need volunteers during the whole day to help.
What do you mean not set them loose?
Boom. 100 holes for real life with Mike. Let's do it. I like it.
100 holes, eh?
Yeah.
There's the website one. So it's on the 18th. What other ones you got?
That's all. I'm sure there's more out there. That's all I collected. But
there's that one coming March.
That's in March too. We got lots of time for that, but that's a big one too. Gimli Ice Fishing Derby. Kicker Fish is a sponsor. They recognize us. What do they give us? Silver, platinum, something like that?
Silver. Gave you silver. Oh, see who's frozen, me or you?
I swapped it to my phone. There we go.
I think you're just effing with me right now.
No, I swapped it to my phone. That's why I go. But I was saying that, what did they have Kickerfish as? Platinum sponsor this thing? Silver?
I think so. I can't remember now.
Rob Mazer.
I think it was.
Appreciate you, brother.
I thought it was silver. I saw. I could check if you'd like.
Kickerfish is helping out with that there. So that's the Gimli Ice Fishing Derby. And we got auger blade sharpening coupons for, because you're using your own augers. I got like half a dozen to lend out, ions and E40s.
So did you end up seeing this picture that was circulating on?
Freezing. Yeah. Luis called it an ice castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one got hurt.
First, I thought that was Jason Philipchuk's, but it's not big enough. Yeah, it's crazy, eh? Wood stove.
It can happen. Just be safe out there with all your stuff. I mean, that could happen at any time.
Yeah.
Actually happens several times a year on Lake Winnipeg that these things happen.
Well, that's the first time I've seen one of those.
A fire on the lake? What? I've seen them, like a couple of the campers go up in flames.
That's the first one I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's a thing, man. It is a thing. Be careful out there. Pirates West Campground, water view seasonal site still available. If you have the ability to support one of our sponsors of the show, it goes a long way, actually, man. So, yeah,
Yes,
Pirates West Campground is on Lake of the Prairies there. We're talking about that there. Contact them for your campground or a seasonal lot, rent or purchase. Jody and Jason over there are awesome people, man. Give them a shout out over there. Pirates West Campground on Lake of the Prairies.
Yeah. So
what else you got, man?
So I came across it. I was going through Facebook and I seen this and I had to double take it and go back.
Okay, I'm out. I don't know what that is, but I'm out, bro. What is it? That's it's holding a fish.
I'm like scrolling. What the fuck is this thing?
That's a fish gripper of some sort. Oh my lanta.
Like Jesus. Anything nowadays, eh?
I don't know what your phone peruses, but
no, it was actually for tackle. That's what it was for. It was for tackle. All of a sudden, that came across my screen.
How about this year? This is like, what do you think about this, man? Like boat show's coming up out here in Winnipeg. Anyway, the RV and boat show combined, February 2 to 4. This is new.
Let me bottom line this for you. There has not been an advance in propulsion technology on the outboard side, really, or anything else in my life. This is the first time somebody's come up with a product that you can bolt on your boat, feel in the seat of your pants, save you 20% on fuel. There is no comparison between standard wheels and the Sharrow wheel. Traditional props slip, traditional props don't provide stern lift, traditional props are louder and burn more fuel. Not a lot of people know about the Sharrows yet. That's going to change.
Two Rivers Boat Works. What is your first take on that weird prop?
Actually, I seen that about over a year ago, and I watched the guys that were building those things. It's a neat looking prop, and it works really well. But the price, who's that? Mazer says like $4,000. Yeah, I think it was like 32 to $4,000, somewhere in there.
$5,000 US
for a prop.
And they only make them for 150 horsepower and up. But that $5,000, holy geez! The claim is 20% savings in fuel. But I'd just pay for the gas.
So you hit something.
Yeah, if you fish shallow, if you boat shallow, holy geez, $5,000.
I guess it'd be really good for those big cruising boats, those ones that you just go for a daily cruise, right?
But what's the advantage to having like those holes there?
I don't know. I have no clue what they say that it cuts water way better and moves it.
Like talking about
if you go look it up, they've got it a big on their. They actually take you for a tour through the factory, and it literally starts out as a big block of aluminum, and they just put in this. They got 20 CNC machines going all day long, just cutting props. I think it takes 8 hours per prop
to make
one. Yeah,
I can see the R&D and stuff, and you're a new company, so the cost is going to be up because you're not selling enough. But knockoff from China, see how that works.
It'll vibrate the ass right out of you.
It's interesting anyway, but it just sounds so expensive. Like, what's an expensive prop right now? If I got like a Merc fancy one,
it's like a couple of grand.
It's like $1,500, $2,000 gets you a really good Merc prop.
Gets you a good prop, but that thing there,
can
like you imagine? All it takes is anything just to knock one of them blades out of whack.
They got like a warranty and they'll repair it and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It's new stuff, right? So I don't have the money to test that.
You wouldn't be driving too far if you start dinging that prop up, because I see a lot of props that are like twisted and they got half the blades missing. Guys are still driving, right?
Still works. Yeah. You know me, I've done that, man.
We all
broken
have.
tooth prop or whatever. But that one, once it's wonky, I think you'd start like
You're done, yeah.
Cavitating stuff. Yeah.
No, I'll stick to my 3 and 4 blades.
Yeah. Tech Video Security. Contact them. Tech Video Security for all your home security and Starlink needs. They'll hook it up. But we got Tech Video Security, bro science. So I got an email from the Selkirk Record today. The Selkirk Record newspaper out there, of course, covers like Stonewall, Interlake, Selkirk. And they said that she got word on the street that people in our competition were having trouble drilling holes. They were going through blades because of zebra mussels in the ice, bugging up the blades. Did you hear anything about this, Mike?
No. I haven't. I guess if you're close to shore, maybe they got washed up, tossed around into the ice.
Is it possible? Of course it's
anything's
possible to have debris in the ice, like debris as in like there's sticks and sand and all kinds of things. And especially I was telling you, like, well, it sounds plausible, especially when you're in shallower and we had that big wind when the ice was still developing and stuff.
Yeah.
Things all crashing on each other, and I'm sure there's floating mussels and whatnot.
It's probably more sand and gravel in there.
That's what I was curious. Like whoever's telling you this, how would they be so specific in saying that it's zebra mussels doing it?
Would one pop out of cutting the ice and the rest is all gravel?
It has to be. Like if it's gravel, that means they got into the ground. They got more problems like to worry about than zebra mussels if they're drilling into a bar or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was curious if has anyone encountered like zebra mussels, like
never
chunks of ice, or if you're
I've never seen a zebra mussel in the ice. So
we've pulled them out. Like me and Nash pulled out zebra mussels when we were.
Yeah, we'll pull them out when you're fishing, but I mean, they're not in the ice. It's not in the ice.
No, that's what I was wondering. Like that's what she was saying. So can you put me in contact with a couple of your competitors who had that problem? I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that at all. So if someone would tell me that happened,
but what are they gonna do if it is in the ice?
Maybe that's where she got it from. Someone was on Facebook complaining.
Oh.
Dulling blades on zebra mussels at balsam yet? That's curious to me. So. Fake news, Sasha says. I don't know. I'd have to see it too. That's weird, man.
How many gummies before they drilled the hole?
Have to be like dead, floating ones. But there'd have to be a lot of them. How would there be like a lot? I don't know. That's interesting.
No, I don't think so.
Fake news, eh?
Huh. So somebody's gonna have to send us a picture of them in the ice.
So our bro science, our conclusion there is that
it's
photos
sand.
or it didn't happen.
Yeah,
photos
gotta prove it to us. It's just like I don't believe in Bigfoot because there's no photos or videos.
Ah, bro, why'd you have to say that? Why'd you have to say that? You. Bigfoot ice fishes too, bro. This is a cool. That one popped up there. Who sent me this? Sharon sent me this. This is a cool one from one of the message boards. It's a nice edit. I like that.
Yeah, it is. Pretty good.
What you got over here? What is this? Oh, Jesus.
Hey, there you go. Just when the ice is thick enough, maybe the winter roads.
Well, they say the winter roads are only going on like 18 inches, those semi-trailers.
Yeah.
If you're going fast enough, I guess. That's sexy, brother.
I just came across that today. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
David, it says.
Gold-plated freaking everything.
That's sexy, brother. I like that, bro. That's cool. Speaking of science, did you see Aaron's new video? Yeah, I did, man. Talking with him today. Mike, did you tell him what I was telling him? What I was telling you?
No, I didn't say that because we'll just keep it for the video. Or for next week. I think he's
coming on next week
though.
Okay, we'll get it on there. I'll send him a text too.
I'll have to remind him because you know how he is.
We'll have to book it. I'll send him a message too. But you got to get him going.
Well, he was going to be on.
I bet he's watching right now. I don't know what that experiment, man. We need a little bit more. You see that little disclaimer he's putting down. He needs that permit, and they won't give him that permit there.
Yeah. That's too bad. I don't know why they won't give him the permit. Just at least he's doing something with it. Just
I think you
give it
almost
to him.
need like a school behind you. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing it for U of M or something like that, some kind of agency.
Nowadays, you don't need
organization or
anything
whatever.
behind you, apparently.
Nah. Well, they won't give him the permit. He's applied many times. I'd be
Yeah.
curious.
Is it maybe because it's him?
Yeah. I was saying if maybe someone else, a different name applies for that permit, I bet you get a little
Okay,
more.
so it'd be like I would apply for a permit and you would apply for the exact same permit. I'd get denied and you'd get it.
Depending on the permit, maybe. Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe. I don't know. It's
guarantee
people who
you.
approve it.
I don't know. I put in a permit for Whisker Wednesdays last year, a month in advance, and I got nothing in reply.
You should get either a
Nothing.
rejection or not.
I got
You know what it is? No, you know what it is? On that, it's online, right? So you hit
Stop
submit.
thinking on him?
No, you hit submit, but that's not the final part. They won't see that. They don't see the submit. You got to go to your cart and you got to cash out or check out.
I did.
You did the whole thing and you got a
I did
receipt
the
saying
whole
that you
thing.
applied, and
Yeah.
then you didn't get an answer.
I never got an answer. So I said, fuck it, I'm doing it anyways.
Well,
I'll apply again this year.
you should.
And
You
if
must
I
have
don't get an
stripes under
answer,
your
guess
name.
what? Fuck
You
it, I'm
must
doing
have
it anyways.
stripes under your name or something. Someone's gonna catch a white bass before you get a picture. Zero so nice. I agree. I really do, man. Like, that was like, I don't know, like that was weird to me. I don't see that. I'll have to message her back. No, I don't know of anyone, but if someone does, well then shit, get that picture up because that'd be interesting to see.
That'd be neat to see, yeah.
Black chunks. I don't think it's zebra mussels. Yeah, you get lots of that for sure. It's good. What's going on, Dave Simpson? Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, it's the Castanet Podcast every Monday at 8:15 or later. Today the Jets game was on, so I was a little bit later there. But yeah, live on Facebook, the Castanet Podcast, and also on the Kickerfish channel, interactive. Appreciate you. Give us a sub over there. Support one of our sponsors. Let me get the sponsor board going here. That's them right there for Season 7 Hardwater. Appreciate everybody. Team Food Automotive, Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear, Pirates West Campground, Big Smoke Barbecue. By the way, Big Smoke, send us your food recipes. Gone Fishing, Tech Video Security, Island Beach Custom Lures. We're going to get to Beast at a week in a second. What was Murray saying? It all depends on your reason for your proposal. You really have to word it out. And what is the whole point of it? And doing it not to make them look bad. I mean, they're not going to set themselves up to contradict their regulations, maybe, or their studies. Yeah, there's whole things with it and stuff. But it's interesting. We'll talk next week. If you have questions for Aaron, send them, whether he's on or not. He does watch and he wants to know. He wants like really pick his. He wants people to pick him apart.
Yeah, he wants some tough answer or questions.
Yeah. So
that's what he wants.
Really pick out the studying apart, because then that's the only thing things improve, right? You got to have it peer tested and all that, peer reviewed and all kinds of things like that. So, like that guy who was fishing with him in the video goes it's really hard for you to feel the bite, and you know how Aaron's it's hard for me to feel the bite or hard for you to feel the bite or whatever. I don't know. I'm just in general, he says it's hard to feel the bite.
I know.
So literal,
he's going up and all of a sudden the rod's biting down there and says, well, set the hook already.
1 sub, 1K sub. Oh yeah, we did 1K subs. Congrats to Kickerfish on the 1K. I was gonna make a little. I forgot. I had a little block that they send you, that little gray thing.
I was waiting for that block to come out, but
next week I'll do it. Then I'm gonna see whatever YouTube sends us for 1,000 subs. But we're giving away a jersey. We're giving away a jersey because of it. So next week we're giving this jersey away. This is for 1K subs, so one subscriber is going to get that CDP Nation there. That's a Jeff Gustafson autographed jersey. I might even put it into a frame. Might even put it into a frame and hang that up. Not for use kind of thing, but yeah. Cool stuff. Great video by Uncut.
Well, I guess in the same week, a friend of the show actually hit 100,000 on YouTube also.
Yeah, congrats, Clayton Schick.
Yeah.
100K. That's fantastic, brother, man. And always putting out good content and consistent content and stuff too. So, and everyone out there who's putting out content and doing stuff, man, keep grinding, keep hustling. Appreciate all the content out there, man. It's It's good, especially from where we fish, like local stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up
It's
watching
good to
TNN,
see.
watching Bill Dance and Roland Martin, and that's the fishing that I could see. And then the odd time I'd get Bob Izumi and Fish in Canada, but it's nice to have content from places that you hit, you know, stuff like that,
Yeah,
species that you go
I agree.
after, lures that you use. It's cool. This is cool. Check this out, man. This is Sasaki and Weedman. They are on the Icebreaker Elite Series, 14th place, finishing in Q1. But this is cool on their down imaging.
Came up at me and did nothing. And just turn around. Come on, that's a Walter. What was that? Oh.
That's like the UFOs that we're all seeing now. You see that? You see how fast they leave? Like when they leave, they're gone. Like gone. Like holy shit.
I know, it's insane. Wow, you see that so much though. It's crazy.
Well, just like in Aaron's video there when he was telling his partner there, you want to stay like, you know, above it.
Yeah.
And Steve was staying above that thing or whatever. They just don't want it. But our Piatt's West campground tip of the week, even like using the flashers or whatever electronics you're using, it's staying above the fish because they will go. And I never knew they
Once
went
they go
vertical until the live tech came out. You know what I mean? Like I never knew they would go like straight like that.
So, well, the thing is on the like on the flashers, you would see them. So I guess when you lifted your lure, you'd see, and then all of a sudden they would get thicker, right? As soon as they start to go like this, they would get thicker. That's usually when they started going up because right away you would get that bite as soon as they turned and went thicker. So
I guess, yeah, but you really see it clearly on the live tech.
Oh, now you do, yeah.
They're going like that. But if you can get them going like that, then you're really going to get them. But stay above them, man. Like just stay above those fish. And
it's okay.
You can get them to go.
For bro science, I've been challenged by Jamie Bruce to prove it. So,
well, we're going to have Jamie on in a few weeks too. Actually, we're going to talk about that. That's why I had this video from Mercer from Facts of Fishing podcast, and he had Swindle on there. Some of you may have seen it there. Dave Mercer and Swindle were going, and they were talking about the forward-facing brakes. Like there's brakes on your two talons now, or power poles, and there's these brakes that coincide with what you're seeing on the forward-facing. That way you don't. And Swindle was saying, I'll get that video up. I just got to get into smaller megabytes here, but like he says, like so you don't get too close, and with more pressure happening, you don't want to get into that zone. Once you get into that zone, he says, when they're too close to the deucer, they won't eat, he says. So they're already noticing it out on the tour.
Yeah, no, for us it's that. Okay, so he had Brady Kingsland on his podcast last week, and it was funny because he stumped Kingsland instantly just by asking him one question, right? So
what did he ask him? I didn't see. What
he just said that he says, well, it's impossible. They don't just stop. And yeah, they do stop. And they turn around and they leave. So they kept going in the car and he kept stumping them. So I reached out to him and says, listen, it happens. They literally come into that 15-foot mark, hit the binders, either go completely around you or they go the opposite way. I says, and I've tried it with the lure out of the water, in the mud, and I've tried I've turned the transducer away from them, and they've actually come all the way in. So I tried it on 4 fish consistently, and then the 5th fish, I left it pointed at it would come and stop. So I own both. I own 2 units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out. I'll leave one completely pointed at the fish, and I'm going to leave another one farther away just to watch what that fish does.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're going to be able to prove what's going on.
What we talked about is it doesn't happen all the time.
No,
like it's not like always. It's just that there are days or conditions where there really is a wall.
Yeah, they're conditioned to that noise. There's two different noises right there that they don't like.
Had at least 20 of those yesterday, Jeff says, like the come and go. We are having the Bassmaster pool again there, Perry. Yeah, we'll have that for sure. What is that, starting soon? Okeechobee or something?
Another month.
Right yeah, we're coming. Yeah. The Bass Elites is coming. Comes with sound effects. Nice. He did. Whoosh.
Yeah.
All predator species have eyes on top of their head.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. That's bro science, bro. But
That's
it
why
doesn't
their
use a
heads
scientific
protrude.
method. And unfortunately, the power is that B want to see things done in a scientific setting. Well, hence getting the permit. Like it's sort of like a chicken and egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you need like to have some more controls put on it. You need a special permit because you wouldn't be able, you know what I mean? Like it's, we'll talk about it. But it's true. Like that's what the study has holes in it, right? It just doesn't really, you said himself, what is it really? I didn't even know what this really shows. It just shows that with proper handling, they'll live.
Well,
Right.
it's like you and I were talking. Proper handling of fish like walleyes in a summer tournament, they live. If you don't handle them properly, they die.
Yeah. Donald Pierce, Blackwater Cats. We used to call it the vapor trail when walleyes went vertical on the flashers. Yeah, you get like a little bit of that flash in the thick part. What I used to call it, I used to say at Santos, I'm marking its tail, bro. I'm marking its tail. That's what I used to call it because you'd have a little, like you said, like the vapor trail. Yeah. I'd have the big chunk, solid red. I used to have a bird, and then I went to Marco. Same thing, though. You'd have that little thing at the bottom there. I go, I'm marking its tail. That's how big it was. But yeah, I guess that's how a 1 foot mark into 4 foot mark. That's what it is.
Yeah. They just go vertical.
Interesting. It's nice. It was cool to see it on live. How, like, I never even like on camera. I was never able to catch it. What was happening?
Yeah.
Because on camera you would have it down at your jig, right? But then like when you're enticing them up and up and up, it would be out of frame kind of thing. Yeah. So I never really. A few times that I tried that at least, but that happens a lot there. The lookers and guns. I wonder why that is. Oh, here these guys are talking about eye placement now. Okay, you guys go at it over there. Tyler Bell down in Wisconsin. I've seen Pike acting funny around my panoptics, and when I change settings, they take off, specifically from forward to down.
Down, they'll always come in, but forward imaging, that's when they stop. Because that right where that stitching is, those two different frequencies are hitting, and I guess it just creates something they don't like.
It's interesting. I know Jamie has like points to counter everything, though, right?
He's just asking us what kind of Kool-Aid we drink over here. I started.
I've definitely had Pike take deucers, like flasher deucers for sure. I've seen him like go at those things for sure, man. Yeah.
Oh, I've had Burbot go after the cameras and my transducer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's interesting stuff, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Has anyone used that yet? You had something with Mike, though, Mike?
I have to go pick something up here. I'll bring up the screen again.
I'm curious, has anyone tried it out yet? I think I saw Klimchuk with a whole set. I think he had 5 different hard frogs that he was going to try out. Never had so many fish go vertical and not bite like today. Oh, they're already vertical, Staska says, and still would not take.
That's crazy.
That sucks. That's
this is Mike Thull. He's got this is a picture from a few years back too. So
Payman says that the technology still helps no matter what. I guess that's what Jamie was saying. Maybe they've always done that. We're just seeing more. That's why. That's what his other argument was.
But I don't think so.
So he was saying or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah. So this is the first time I ever seen that photo. This was probably 5 years ago. Yeah.
So I saw this picture a long time ago. Yeah, the hard frog.
So I think we even had it on there before, and then Klimchuk had that one right there.
Yeah, put the weight there and trouble and go at it. Interesting. Perry bought one yesterday. He's gonna try it out. Give it a shot, bro. Experiment with it. There's nothing ever too wacky, I guess. If that'll work, try all kinds of crazy shit out there, and I'm sure it'll work, man. You know. Go bigger, go. Sometimes you open up these walleye and you'll see like all kinds of things in their gut, like whole 10, 12-inch goldeye tulubi in their guts, man. So you can go do all kinds of things.
They'll eat anything. When they're hungry, they'll eat anything.
I don't know. Brandon and Brecky are just giving her on science here.
Are they?
Whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk food, though. Big Smoke Barbecue down in Steinbach. We've got all kinds of gift cards here. No qualifier this week. I saw no food come across my feed.
None.
Send me something. No, you guys are cooking things up there. catching all these awesome fish, man. You got to be cooking some of them. I'd be disappointed if people weren't eating these things.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
let's go. Big Smoke Barbecue, $100 gift certificate. Alan Steinbach, fantastic food. Appreciate your Big Smoke Barbecue. We got some Beast of the Week to check out, though. Brought to you by Team Food Automotive. $100 January qualifier for the 22nd. Very specific distance. I know 15 was the number.
It's 15 feet, man.
At. That's what everyone's saying. Yeah.
It's 15 feet.
Need more data. Not just anecdotal, but more data.
More data, eh?
We're not sensitive to drinking beer, bro. We got a couple of these here. Team Fui Automotive. Contact Dylan over there. Hook it up. Tell him CDP sent you, man. He'll get you hooked up on an awesome vehicle. Lance Barilski. This is the Island Beach Custom Lures qualifier for the Youth Beast of the Week. Every month, the youth is going to get a $75 Island Beach Custom Lures package. Connor here with a buffalo. You ever caught a buffalo, period, Mike?
Never.
You've never caught a buffalo. I've
Never.
caught 3 in my life on pickerel rigs. It's incidental, just fishing for whatever.
No, never caught one.
These are protected species now, actually. Here, you see
But
that sucker.
look at the color of this one.
It's through the ice, man. Through the ice. That's
looks like a porcelain fish.
That's rarer than a big sky flies. That's rarer than a white bass, brother. We gotta hook this kid up, bro. Used to have trophy rainbow trout lake, and they would have gophers in them sometimes. Never had one myself. What?
Jesus. They're eating gophers. Gophers go swimming. The Lakers are eating them.
Oh, they had gophers in the rainbow trout's gut?
Yeah.
Wow. Get out of here. Maybe muskrats, bro. Gophers? Oh, that's wild. Anyway, hook this kid up, bro. Connor Evans, nice work there. That's a fantastic catch there. Some fish get shut up by the live tech. Others not so much. You have to decide, is there an advantage still? Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I think it just some days they just doesn't matter to them. Bites on. Finicky days, myself. It's like Donovan saying here, I guess, too. He's like, we're still learning it. It is fresh. I mean, like with every season that goes by, you're learning things here. Dwayne Bergen, I agree with 15 feet, especially when I'm fishing in 7 feet of water. Not my fault I get skunked. You were saying even the perch are getting affected by it. 6 feet was the door. It's interesting, man. Yes, gophers. They would simultaneously. Like, wow. Interesting, man.
No. So much for that gopher.
Anyway, Connor Evans, that's a cool catch. Brandon Elliott has a couple here. Went out perch on and added some beauties. He's still rocking the Santa cap there, man. Like he's for good luck, he says. So nice work. This guy's always fishing. This is cool, though. He went over for breakfast, and while his buddy's cooking, pull up this walleye there. So
probably, I wonder if he got it on his buddy's rod, took it from him.
Yeah, probably. I'll watch your rods while you cook.
Don't waste all your good luck on the fish right now. You're going to need it for a couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, save it for the tournament. Brandon Elliott, the Cowboy Angler, is in the Elite Series too, actually. Look at this, though. So this was the Big Sky Flies trip up at Baker's Narrows Lodge there. Only 15 minutes. I saw that when I think he went live. Did you go live, bro?
Yeah, they went live on that one.
When he was fighting it. 15 minutes into the trip. It's all downhill from there, though. When you start the trip off like that, you get a 40 right off the bat. They're still doing a great trip.
I was talking to him before the show, and they got, I think he said 3 or 4 masters.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it was a good trip. A lot of fish caught. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I think that's the way I'd rather start the trip. No, he's frozen. And I don't even have the screen.
Oh. It hypes you up. It hypes you up. And someone hooks it to something right at the beginning of the trip. Like for the rest of the trip, you're just excited, man. It's just like almost like you're playing with house money after that, almost. You know, for the person who catches one, anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless all your friends cheer you on. Back-to-back 38s on my first ice. Nice. You finally got the ice there, Tyler Bell. Love it, man. Back-to-back 38s on there. Cool. I saw him get rejected a couple times in his live scope too. He showed some videos, so that's cool.
Yeah, just crazy.
Nice. And Mark Booty's cousin Tammy, way to go, cousin Tammy. Nice work. Absolute tank. I wonder if that's her personal best.
I'm still not used to seeing tents like that anymore. You remember the old Eskimos?
Yeah. Those are the old Eskimos where they just flake and stuff. Even the old black ice cubes used to flake.
Yeah, all of them.
just weren't
Anything that had
noticeable on
that
the road.
black on the inside.
Yeah. You get like those flakes everywhere, right? And you got
Yeah.
away from that. But that's old school right there. Those are your
That's
beasts
it, eh?
of the weeks right there. Who's the
Oh.
winner, brother? Who's the
I like
winner?
that Laker. That's a pretty nice Laker.
I think that's got to be it right there. This is what Dan was saying.
Holy moly. Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Dear God, it's beautiful.
Every time you post one up there, you think your friends are saying that, eh? You think your friends are saying that. Usually I see a picture, fuck that guy. I can catch one of those, man, or whatever. Probably wasn't even his fish. He's just posing with it, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
You think everyone's in awe, eh? But everyone's always hating all the time.
Well, you know why he had to go live, right? Just to prove to everybody it was him that caught it, not Alicia.
Yeah, that could be. That's exactly I gotta get these shop people over here to work on this. I can't even connect directly to this modem. Modem's like right there in front of me. A router.
You might as well just use that spare Starlink on Monday nights.
No kidding, man. I'll get them here. Heck, you pay every month for this shit. It should work better, but they'll fix something here.
That's what I used to say all the time. You guys used to bug me when I bitched about it. No, you're bitching about it.
When you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're in the middle of a field. That's why. This is like a neighborhood. This should work or whatever, right?
But think of how many people are using that
one
line.
That too. I got a million things, and Nash has 2 devices at one time. Kid, maybe that's what I got to do.
I'm not talking about just you. Like you guys, it's not a dedicated line that feeds you guys. It's like goes to every other neighbor too.
Yeah, it's this fiber optic shit. They're talking like it's all good, but it's connected weird in our little cul-de-sac here, I think.
Yeah.
Next week there, Sasha. Give it a shot. Show it over, brother. We'd love to see it. Buffalo's still getting something, bro. Buffalo, like what's Tyler John Hawthorne was saying? The Buffalo or I'm out. The Buffalo is getting a
the Buffalo's definitely getting something
because that is a rare catch. I've yet to see one ever.
That one's getting prizes no matter what.
Cool.
Nash is sleeping. You can't even blame the kid. Kid's asleep and you still blame him.
I think I have one more video here and then we're gonna go. Oh yeah, I was talking about sports. Did I show you guys rest ball?
No.
Fishing is not a sport, but this is a sport. Although I agree this is a sport. I showed you rest ball. It's like my beer league basketball league back in the day. That's what it looked like.
Christ. Well, at least that's a sport, basketball and wrestling.
Together,
I still can't get over that stupid wooden horse shit.
It's a
between
sport.
your legs.
Oh, I love that. That was championship right there, brother.
Yeah,
anyway,
whatever.
Santos will be back next week.
Are you sure?
We've got you two. We'll see. We'll have a better guest. We'll have Aaron on next week instead of Santos.
Yeah, that's right.
Play the outro music here. Appreciate you for joining us. Like I said, support one of our sponsors if you're able to support the show. Goes a long way. Give us a sub over there. We got a bunch of contests here. Next week, we're going to announce our checkpoints for the NHL fantasy hockey. We've got our leaders still in the league. Nash is in 10th place now.
Half my players are injured.
I'm in 20th, and the's no changing no more. I told you. Like, there's no this trait.
All my players are like half my players are injured for Christ's sakes. I can't figure out why I'm not moving. 21st.
Wrestling and fishing would be rest fish. Oh, we have to do that, I think.
Well.
Anyway, for Mike Natoli, we're going to talk some more science next week. A little bit more about that stuff there. And a little bit more about that 15-foot wall. This is what I want to see video now. If people have video of this happening, like a fish is coming, and just to see it stop. I've seen it, but I've never taped it, so we should.
We got to have it where it's coming in, and then we have to have another live imaging on the opposite side to watch exactly what's going on.
But what if the other one is affecting it too?
No, you're going to go back to about 25 feet with that one.
All right. We'll figure it out. The bro sciencers that we are, sciencers.
Sure, there's enough equipment around for us.
We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Same time, same place. Appreciate y'all. Oh,
See
Jerry
ya.
has video. He says, okay, we'll make it happen. Yeah. Deeper water, though. I don't know. We'll talk. We've got all kinds of theories on
Deeper water doesn't affect them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Jamie's gonna pick that one apart then too.
Oh,